Okay, so welcome back to the channel. Today I have an extremely fun video for you guys, and a video just for me in general to kind of see what we got. This is my first gateway allotment from Team Gateway. If you follow my Instagram or my TikTok, you'll see that I went through all of the whole 13 discs from my first sponsor. Wonderful lineup and is growing each and every day. Jericho's doing amazing things with the brand, but it was kind of a small video because there's only, I think it's four discs. We have the Embark, the Ash Astray, the Companion, and the Wonderlust, which is all fantastic discs. Love them. I bag, and the Adventurer. We have 5 molds. Um, and I bagged the Wonderlust, the Astray, and the Embark. Wonderful discs. But today we have an extremely large box from Gateway. I just wanted to go through this box and kind of give you my first impressions. I wasn't able to throw a lot of these yet, and due to it still being really cold where I live, I haven't been able to like get out to a field and really get on them. So I'll just give you my small little anecdotes here and there of what I have found so far was working for me, and hopefully soon we'll be able to film my kind of. I have an idea for what I'm going to do with my in the bag as a gateway in hole 13 going into this year 2025. Before my first tournament in, I think it's March 1st, is Old Fort, or Take Over the Fort. Sorry. So without further ado, let's just get into this. Not all of this is allotment. We'll just move this off to the side. Not all of this is allotment. These right here are, I'll just show you the probably underside of these. I don't, we're going to hide that one. We're going to flip that one over. These are all the prototypes that Corey was. I visited the factory. Corey and the team at Gateway have been absolutely phenomenal. And also the players that I get to play with this year have been extremely phenomenal in helping me learn these discs and what is the plastic we should lean towards, and just knowing the plastic, knowing the disc, what it should and shouldn't fly like, and how things are going. These are all the prototypes that we'll be able to throw. Right now, I don't have many things to talk about. Once I learn more information on them and what I can and can't talk about, I'll definitely be making videos. And also, not part of the allotment, my really good friend Matt hooked me up with some gateway that he had in his personal collection. And we can go through these real quick uh, from this. So this is a Diamond Apex that Matt was able to give me. I've thrown it a few times. I don't hate it. It's just kind of not my speed. It's like a flippy kind of 10 speed. It's not what I go with most of the time, so it's not going to make the bag yet. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to power on it a few more times to see if it's really truly going to make the bag or not. But I've been liking the Thought Space 10 speed. The name's escaping me right now because everything I've been thinking about for the last like couple days is Gateway. So Apex, really nice mold. I like it. Great feel in the hands. It's just right now not in the bag. Next one is the Prophecy, the overstable. I think it's 5502. Yep, 5502. Overstable mid. It's nice, chunky. I've been loving this disc. This is going to be the one that's going to be personally in my bag because it's dyed. I like the dye on it. The Diamond Hemp blend has been really nice. I didn't think I was going to like it initially after feeling it, but it's been very, very nice. Even in the cold weather, I'm hoping that it still is just as tacky in the when it starts getting really hot in central Illinois. But Prophecy, fantastic mid-range. Definitely going to be a go-to going into 2025. Very good disc. Very good feeling. It's great. So much to talk about. This is the Triple S Wizard with the Halloween stamp. Freddy Krueger. He gave this to me because I'm kind of between the Embark from Hole 13 and the Wizard. The Wizard's got a lot more glide to it. If I can learn how to control the Wizard, it might be what my upshot disc is going to be, but I'm definitely like feeling it out. We're feeling everything out currently. I haven't had much time to go outside and throw. So this is the Wizard. Really nice disc. These two blew me away. Okay, so these are Journeys in Diamond Hemp. I think these are both Diamond Hemp. Yeah, Diamond Hemp. Fantastic flippy disc. It is 12.6 -2.1. It is a dream flippy driver. I don't usually bag flippy drivers, but these two, I threw them just out of a screw it shot. Uh, just stayed, kept it on hyzer, flipped up the flat, carried over a little bit, and then just smoothed out. Was the best flight I've ever seen out of a flippy driver. Control very well, feel very well. They are incredible discs that I wouldn't have personally tried if I didn't get these from Matt. Thank you, Matt. If he sees this, you're the man, dude. Those are the discs we got from Matt. So let's go into what we got in our box. First disc we got right here is the Chief OS. So if you saw my in the bag for 2024, I threw a Envy. Envy's getting out of the bag this year. Chief OS has been great. I threw a very quick round at my local course and actually chained out 2 holes with this Chief OS. I chained out 2 holes with this Chief OS. Very good flight, very good hand feel. The only sad thing is I only got one while I was in the factory because I wanted to give it a try. I'm gonna definitely pick up the normal Chief version and another Chief OS. Fantastic driving putter. Off the tee, this thing has been great. Very controllable. It's 3302. Pretty true to flight numbers. Got some very good overstability. Flies straight for a while and then we'll just start working its way over. Great disc. Fantastic going into the bag. We have next. Oh, yep. Oh, good. We have the Houdinis. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll already see that I threw the Team G Houdini. Very good disc. I think the Houdini is a chunkier zone. It's definitely a thicker disc, which I, as a person with like larger hands, really like. You can get it on the power grip. I sometimes do a modified power whenever I'm doing controlled shots, but the Houdini's kicking out temples this year has been great so far. I'm gonna probably bag 2 of them. The bag is far from cemented, but I've got definitely some ideas. The Houdini, great upshot disc. I was nervous going into Gateway about what their overstable molds were, and picked up the Houdini because I was like, it looks like a zone. Everybody says it's a beefy zone. It's a beefy zone. Very good. Takes a lot of torque, a lot of power, and just flies great. So I got 3 of them here. 2 in the NXT plastic, which is their it's nylon extra tough. Yep. Their nylon extra tough plastic, which is NXT, and I believe this is also just a team stamped. Yep, team stamped NXT. This one's definitely going in the bag. Love the logo. Houdini's great. We have a nice little blue one here. But yeah, NXT plastic has been solid. The last one, yeah, was another diamond. This is diamond hemp, which seems to be the 2 plastics I'm floating around is diamond hemp and NXT. Hopefully we're able to try out more plastics and kind of see, oh no, there is more plastics. This is the most overstable disc you can get your hands on. The Devil Hawk. It is stupid overstable. To the point of in some certain circumstances unusable, but I've found very good woods use in these. When you want a shot to maintain its flight regardless of what happens and sit without rolling, Devil Hawk. You're sitting there, you got a tree in front of you, and you want to wing it straight and it'll just fade itself out. Devil Hawk. Devil Hawk's a very good thing when you're pinched. But yeah, I got one in the Sure Grip Glow, which is their kind of, I believe, base plastic. This is very nice base plastic. I don't rag on a lot of discs. There's a few base plastics I'm not a fan of. I know DX from Innova and Evo from Discmania, I'm not a huge fan of, but these base plastics are nice. Got a nice little grip, nice little tackiness. Devil Hawk's just whip. It's got a ridge top, which I really like, especially for my forehand to fit my thumb up in there and just give it a nice healthy flick. But yeah, got two of them. This really sick stamp. I really, really like this thing. This one will probably be the one that makes the bag over the Super Glow, just because of stamp alone. But yeah, that's the Devil Hawk. Next one is the Mystic. So I actually have four Mystics here. Two in the, are these Glow? Yep, Glow Sure Grips. And two of them in the NXT. Let's talk about the Glow, the Sure Grips one first. I originally put these immediately in the bag because I love the feel of them. I love the amount of tackiness, the feel, and everything. The problem that I had with these glows that I'm seeing with a lot of these, the Sure Grip glows, they're more overstable, which they do say on their site. Gateway does change the flight numbers due to mold, not mold variations, but like plastic variations, which I really like from time to time. But I saw online that these were slightly more overstable, which they are. The problem is that's not what I really wanted them for. I was hoping they're going to beat in beautifully, but I need them for my mana slot, and these are just too overstable currently for that flippy 5-speed. So these will probably go on the shelf for a little bit and get beat up. But these two Mystics flip beautifully. Their flight numbers are 55, -30. They're pretty true to flight numbers. They might be -20. I don't know if I'd say they're really -3. They don't roll over aggressively. Unless you're like giving it a little bit of Annie, then it's gonna roll over. An understable mid, but these are fantastic when it comes to nice little flip angles. When I played the fort the weekend that I went to the factory, I used a Mystic to get out of a very, very technical wood shot where it just hyzered to flip up to just ride to the outside to give me a nice little pitch up angle. Beautiful discs. So glad that I was able to pick these up. And hopefully the other two beat in to what this is and stay there. So, Mystic, fantastic this. So far, I have not been I've been blown away by Gateway's lineup. I knew very little about their lineup, especially their newer lineup, but my little brother helped me, and the team on Discord helped me a lot to figure out what the flight numbers were and what runs are and are not great. Because there's some older runs that people try to steer clear from, and then there's some newer runs that people try to steer clear from when it comes to different arm speeds. I have a faster arm speed, can throw a little bit farther, and got a lot more snap and spin in my shots. So some of these discs are going to be a little flippier for me. But the Mystic, money. Definitely going to take the space of the mana. Next one we got is the Element. They're kind of straight mid. This is 5/5 -1/1. It's exactly true to flight numbers, dead straight. It'll have a little bit of play understable and then a little bit of play overstable, but it's pretty much flying dead straight the entire time. I've been loving the few times that I was able to get these things out of the bag. I haven't had much throwing time. These have thrown dead straight. Dead straight, love them. They got a nice hand feel. Again, the NXT plastic is very premium feeling, very pretty close to like Star plastic. But yeah, I've been loving just popping these on a little bit of hyzer angle, have them dead straight, and they stay dead straight the entire time. Element Man, fantastic disc. Cannot wait till I start getting these out and just throwing them on these long kind of play angles. I'll have to, there's one course in town that these are just going to be so much fun on. The next disc is one of the two molds that I ended up picking up for myself. So there's my allotment, and due to just my own general anxiety and stupidity, I ordered these later out of my allotment, which was just dumb. I should just message Corey, our team captain, and one of the guys who work at Gateway to just slap these in. But I'm just I don't think sometimes these are the Morning Stars. I picked these up because I saw that these were a touch more overstable than the Element, which they're exactly correct. These are going to be what's filling in my Pathfinder angle. Um very very smooth disc. You can power these as hard as possible, dead straight, and it'll stay straight and have the most baby fade at the end. Almost aced with these out in Fort Zumwalt in St. Louis. Fantastic disc for the woods. Fantastic disc for any sort of play. If you are looking for a mid that you want to start out with, I would say start with the Morning Star. The Element and a few of the other mids are really nice and really cool. I think the Prophecy might be one of the ones that get the most credit. But if you want something that like everybody can pick up and throw, Morning Stars. I have it in this nice little pretty purple and this blue. Fantastic disc. Definitely making the bag. I got to pick up way more of those. The next one is a Prophecy. I already kind of talked about it in the Diamond Hemp, which I like a little bit better than these NXTs. I think once these NXTs get like the slickness from new discs off of them and get a little bit of beat up, they're gonna feel great. But right now they got that new star plastic, NXT plastic feel. Got to get these beaten up, but they fly exactly the same as my other Prophecy. An overstable 5-speed, definitely. If you know me and know me personally, I throw so many mids. I don't throw a lot of fairways. A lot of it's just mids and low speed drivers. I'm dropping from like a 5 all the way to a 9. There's not really much 7s or 8s in my bag. There will be this year, but you're going to see a lot of this Prophecy on the course. When I do practice rounds and stuff, I have them both in the NXT plastic. I'm probably going to grab another one of the Diamond Hemp, but these two have been money. Fly exactly the same. Enough reliable overstability, just a tick over the Morning Star, but enough that I can just trust these things anywhere. They're not going to flip over. They have a nice chunky hand feel. You're not sitting here holding the baby mid. You got something you can power on in your hands. So, loving both of these Prophecies. Next discs, we're talking about chunky over stable. You got the Warriors. I pretty much picked up Gateway's almost entire mid lineup because what I throw the most is mids. And I've been wanting for a while. The slot that's been missing in my bag is an overstable mid that is never going to flip over. So when you have something like, let's say, an MD5, that's just too much overstability. But you want something like I used to throw something called a Neo Method from Discmania. And when I went to almost a primarily infinite bag, I did not have that mold. They had the raws, but raws were close, but they just didn't throw right sometimes. These warriors are as overstable as they come. This is what I was missing when I was doing stupid and throwing brands that I just shouldn't have. Throwing, I wouldn't say it shouldn't have, but I'm throwing brands and just hurting my game in the process. These fantastic. They have a nice hand feel. You can get your entire hand in there, but they're not as thick as the prophecies are. So you could start getting them on these really whippy lines and they'll still fight back. It is 5.403. A little bit slower, but speed only affects people who are super, super well technical in your discs. The difference between a 5 speed or a 4 glide and a 5 glide is not going to affect people who don't throw over 700 a lot of the times. These warriors are fantastic. I'm going to definitely pick up a sure grip set to see if I can beat those in to almost perfection. Warriors, man, great discs. Uh, so yeah, I thought this one was coming up. So these are the only discs that if you were to say that I was slightly like not disappointed, but I was slightly underwhelmed was the Diablos. Um the bad thing is these discs are marketed as a 9.5 negative negative 0.52. I wouldn't call it that. I would call it negative 1.52. These things will go dead straight for a very long time and have some low speed, very end of flight fade. Even on a hyzer line, it's going to flip up to flat, which these were supposed to kick out my Thunderbirds. I don't think they're going to. They're going to complement greatly my Thunderbirds, but I might have to keep a Thunderbird in my bag this year until I try something out called a Blaze. I think it's called. It's a 7. I think it's like a 7502 or a 7503. Definitely looking eyeing that up to be my overstable fairway slot. But so far, these have been really nice, straight fairways. I wouldn't call them super stable, but I would call them semi-stable. If you're looking for a disc that's going to be like slightly stable but not super overstable, Diablo's solid. I know there is a signature Diablo, I forget his name, that is supposed to be the most overstable you can get in a Diablo, and I might have to hit up and see if I can find it, but it's been solid. Great hand feel. They're pretty flat. I've been liking so far that most of these discs are flat. I don't throw a lot of domey stuff, just personal, my own, like grip. I like non-domey stuff because my thumb sits there where a dome would start, and I don't like to crease my thumb over. But yeah, fantastic discs, Diablo. I just, they're great. They're great. They're not what I expected, but still fantastic discs. Now we're starting to get into some flippy stuff. This is the Spear. The Spear is a flippy 9 speed. Used to throw a Mantra. These perfect slot in for a Mantra. You throw it a little bit of hyzer, flip up to flat, start fading over, and then it'll start just working itself back up. It is a 9.6 negative 1.51, exactly what it is. It's almost a 2.1, but I wouldn't call it that flippy. It's pretty straight to flippy. It won't turn over, but it surely will ride the line it will ride that little turning line. Very good hand feel. Again, pretty flat. I got these in most of these discs I got in NXT because I wanted to have like a comfortable uh kind of place to start. When I'm starting a new bag, I want to start with a plastic I know well, and I touched NXT before this, so I knew I was going to like NXT. Diamond hemp, I haven't tried platinum yet. Platinum, cobalt, and a few of the other like specialty plastics I am super excited to try out, but I have not gotten there yet. But these spears in NXT, perfect. They're great. Great 9 speeds. The next one. Ooh, this one's got mud because I threw these a lot. These are the NXT blades. By the time you see this video, I believe it's like February something. Probably the video is probably going to be well out after it. The NXT blades will come out. If you're looking for a Firebird NXT blade, these things are as overstable as you want in a Sexton Firebird. I used to throw the 20, I think it's 2022, 2021 Sexton Firebirds. These are that. And they're going to beat up very well. They're a little bit more overstable right now because they're fresh out the factory. But once you get a little bit of seasoning on them and they come out just cooked perfectly, they're going to fly exactly how I want it to. They're kicking out the omens immediately. They have these sick double team G's on them. I'm bagging one of these 100%. Fantastic. The blade. This is the other mold that I ended up getting on my own because I'm a panicky dum dum. This is the Odyssey. So what I've been explained is that Gateway used to do overmolding. They were the first person to do overmolding before MVP, and this was one of their overmolds. But it was retired, and now it's been brought back, which I'm happy about. This is a flippy 8 speed, which is going to cover my nuance. The only thing I have to get these broke in because these are a little bit too straight for what I want them to be, currently at least. But they are, after hitting like 1 to 2 trees, are already flipping to exactly what I want them to. So maybe it's just user error. I don't know. But the Odyssey's great hand field, great overmold. I'm not really super knowledgeable about overmolds, but they feel great. These are the NXTs. These feel a little bit more chalky than the other NXTs, and I wonder if it's because of the overmolding. I'll have to look into it, what's going on there. But all the information I can, comment down below if you know anything about Gateway. I'd love to know more. I'll message anybody at Gateway, see if I can know more about these. But these are fantastic. Most likely going to go in the bag. Next one is a few. We're just gonna like rapid fire the next three because these are kind of next two. Sorry, we're gonna rapid fire the next two. These are kind of like molds that I randomly picked up because Corey's a wonderfully awesome dude. The marketing guy out there, he was just handing me stuff, and I was super happy about it. This is a ether with a Team G. I don't throw ethers well. I don't throw ethers a lot. Very nice disc. I love the hand feel. The problem is it's a little too flippy for me. Just not my cup of tea. I know a lot of people throw the ether. I just think I throw them too fast or don't throw them well. That's an ether. This is a yeet. I don't know much about the yeet, but this became a roller quick. I don't know what I did wrong when it came to this disc. I don't know the flight numbers of the yeet, but this is a 168 yeet. Yeet went to the ground. It was super fun to throw. I'm gonna see what I can do with it, but this is definitely not going in the bag just because of the this is not my game, man. Good disc though. This is a nice Team G Hole 13 Wonderlust. I was able to pick this up after they just stamped it. The stamp looks sick. I love the Wonderlust. Wonderlust is you'll see a video of it on my TikTok or my Instagram. It's a 12 5 or 6 -1 2. It's pretty much like a racer or a beaten emperor or a extremely beaten destroyer or kind of the nice like straight to slightly overstable driver. Definitely going to go in the bag for this year. I've been leaning on it heavily when it comes to wooded, keeping something just like really straight for a very long time with a reliable slow finish. um but yeah, Wonderlust, fantastic disc. You already know Hole 13 makes good stuff. You guys go out there and try it out. It's good stuff, man. This is the Spell. So I picked this up last second, literally while almost walking out of the factory. I double backed and I was like, I want a Spell. Because one of my buddies messaged me and was like, you need to try the Spell. This is a Halo Destroyer or a Halo Emperor or anything that's stupid, a Synapse from Thought Space. It's overstable. It's reliably overstable. Like a Force. There you go. That's one from Discraft. Reliably overstable. Great hand feel. Great plastic feel with the diamond. This is just normal diamond. So It's got this great kind of like I think it's as close to champion, I would say, in the end of a lineup. I think Gateway has their own spin on plastics, and I've been loving them so far. Loving trying everything out, feeling the new plastics, and getting used to it. Hopefully, you guys can see behind me. It's gotten dark in like 20 minutes. Uh, I could be able to go outside and play with this. But yeah, the spell, super overstable, super nice to throw. You get it on a little bit of Anheuser, let it ride for a little bit, and has some reliable finish. Very good disc. These are going to be my main driver for this year. I will not be playing with the Emperors. If you can't tell, I have been a huge Emperor guy for a very long time. These are the realms. We have 3 proto realms and 2 of the normal run realms. One of them being the Alan Wagner. Is it Wagner? Yep, Alan Wagner disc. And then just the normal Dragon Realm. These are like a seasoned destroyer kind of style disc. Very nice, reliable finish, goes straight a little bit longer. But these are proto realms. I love these things. For some apparent reason, they throw better. I think they're a little bit more overstable than these. You don't have to put as much Heiser juice on it. Perfect disc. I think the Realm is a grand slam. Fantastic, fantastic driver mold. I cannot talk about it enough. I'm gonna have all the guys that I play with at least try one of these, and hopefully they'll probably pick up one because these are fantastic molds. I think Gateway did amazing things with it. Uh, Great disc, great hand feel, great stability. There is literally nothing I can say bad about it. The plastic of NXT feels great. I believe these are also NXT, all of them. Yep, these are all NXT in different kind of colors and stuff. But yeah, Realms, fantastic disc. But that is everything that I got from the Gateway Factory. One of my very good friends, and a few that I picked up myself when I should have just bought from the factory. Um, I am so genuinely excited for this season. Going into it with the amazing announcement that Hole 13 sponsored me, Jericho, and the team out there have been phenomenal. I cannot thank them enough for taking a chance on me this year. And from that opportunity to open up another opportunity to get on Team Gateway, and for Gateway to take a chance on me, a person who doesn't know much and thought I was going to do a slow year this year and have greatly enough have I think 16 tournaments lined up, and that's only till June, man. We have so much amazing content, tournaments, and things to do this year. If you even for a slight moment want to see more, go to my TikTok. It'll be linked down below. Go to my Instagram, Facebook, all that other stuff. You can get more information. Play around. Shoot me a message. I love to play with new people. And I love to just talk discs and shop and all the amazing things Gateway can do for disc golf. Both Jericho and the team out of Gateway, Dave McCormick and Corey, have helped me out so much and have been such amazing people. And Jericho out on hole 13 and all the team behind him have been amazing this year. And I thank you all. If you guys want any of these discs from both hole 13 and Gateway, I have an affiliate code with them. I will pop it up on screen right here. Um, Put it in at checkout. You'll get 10% off of your order of the things that it counts towards. I believe everything is count. I could be wrong. I believe at least 90% of the stuff at the stores count towards the codes. It helps the channel out. It helps you guys get a deal. It helps me get some kickback money. It shows Gateway the things I can add to the sport. It shows Hole 13 the things I can add to the sport. it helps everybody grow. There is no downside of using it. It just helps everybody. And I appreciate you all for watching. And you guys have an absolutely wonderful day.